Welcome to the fourth session of our podcast series, where we will be unveiling AI from inspiration to implementation. In today's session, we'll be discussing manufacturing and the role of AI in manufacturing and allied processes. So, we've been hearing this buzzword of Industry 4.0 almost everywhere now. So, could you tell us more about it in the context of manufacturing processes?
Okay. Yeah. Thanks for this question because India wants to be a manufacturing hub.
Right.
They want to compete with China. We have a lot of potential. So when we consider the manufacturing, what we generally consider is the cost.
Correct.
Okay. So if the cost is less, people would be able to afford it. Okay. So for that one, automation is important. AI is important. Now, considering Industry 4.0, what we consider here is the IoT. Okay, so Internet of Things. So what we consider is let the machines speak with one another and devise their own strategies. This is what the basis behind the concept of Industry 4.0.
Correct.
We are little far from it, but then we are inching towards it. Now, considering the manufacturing, as you mentioned about the Industry 4.0 and AI, so what we consider here is that the quality. Okay, so better the quality, lesser is the cost, more is the value in the market. Okay, so in that sense, every machine will be fitted, or we can say in Industry 4.0, which is expected. Now Industry 5.0 concept is also coming, but then we are still will talk about the Industry 4.0. In that one, the machines will be fitted with different sensors for, say, the vibrations. Suppose now there's a surface where we have to drill. Okay, so drilling is going on, but then the quality of the drilling will be seen once the drilling is done. But then once we are drilling it, and then the sensor, if it senses that what is the chatter, okay, and then how much is the chip size coming out,
Correct.
all this is measured, then it can calculate or even predict that what would be the quality of that particular drill.
Right.
Okay, so now this sensor or this machine speaks with other machines as well. So now this is the quality. Okay, so what would be the next operation for the next machine, and then these machines will speak with one another, and this way Industry 4.0 will be implemented. Now in this one there is a in mechanical there is a concept like cooling. Okay, so now suppose there is a high speed machining and all, where we require the tool and the workpiece to be having to maintain a certain temperature. Okay, so in that one, cooling temperature is measured, then the time required for particular operation will be measured. Another thing is that whether the chatter would be there, what the quality of the surface finish, all will be measured and predicted. Okay, based on that we decide whether to continue with particular machining process or not. Okay,
Right.
so this is basically a very underlying concept of Industry 4.0 for machining concept.
Right.
Now if we go towards the quality aspect of it, then there are certain cameras by which we can measure the surface quality itself. We can see whether it's a bolt or it's a nut. Okay,
Correct.
then suppose in a bin there are lots of bolts and nuts, then it classifies or it identifies which bolts are having the required dimension and which are not, then which are to be disposed, which are not to be disposed, and so on.
Right.
Now this is considered as a bin only, but then the objects are made and they are flowing through or flowing on a conveyor belt. Okay, over there itself also we can have the camera vision system by which the quality of the particular object is measured, identified, and then only it goes further for assembly aspect. For example, now suppose we are talking about a nut and bolt which is to be assembled further. Now bolt is coming from one conveyor, nut is coming from one conveyor. Okay, so those are coming together and there is a system by which it is being assembled. So, but then if the quality of particular nut is not that good, then that is disposed of before it is coming for the assembly.
Right.
So this is basically a kind of seamless operation for ensuring that the quality is maintained and the further operations are also maintained. So this is basically Industry 4.0.
Definitely. So thank you for elaborating on that. Now, as you mentioned that AI is revolutionizing manufacturing and machining processes. So, in what ways is it revolutionizing it right now, and in what ways can it do so in the future? So, are we seeing robots becoming more intelligent collaborators and probably even taking decision making roles as well in the industry?
Okay. Thanks for this. See, robots are not really the decision makers.
Of course.
Okay? Robots can do certain operations, pick and place, drilling, welding, and so on. Okay, but the brain behind it, that is the one which decides it. Okay. Now, regarding revolutionizing, I think in earlier point I missed one point is supply chain management. Okay, because today certain operations are going on or say suppose something is ordered by the customer. So now there is a concept, it's not new concept, it's quite old concept, it's just in time, JIT. Okay, so JIT gives the least cost of the particular product. So whenever there is a order from the customer, that order is fragmented into different parts and it is sent to different vendors as well as to manufacturer. And then those objects are, they keep through the ERP system that comes to particular vendor or particular assembler, where the objects come, it is assembled, tested and given to the customer. This is the traditional way, as well as this is now coming as a more automated way, because in this case, as I mentioned earlier, that the quality is at the foremost level, because that is the that makes the product to be believed. That is one thing, and another thing is the cost. Okay. In this one, I'm talking about the manufacturing, real manufacturing part. But then when I come towards the real machining part, we have worked upon the algorithms, by which the algorithms basically decide what is the particular tool feed time, tool rotation time, or number of rotations per second. All those, when we decide based on the kind of quality that we require.
Right.
Okay. So this is revolutionizing in the sense that now the operator doesn't have to decide what is the operational speed, what is the feed of the tool, what is the feed of the object, and so on. So everything is automated these days by using AI. AI decides, or the algorithms decide what is the speed, what is the feed, and then the quality is also ensured.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So as you mentioned right now about supply chain management, just delving deeper into that, do you think AI can help us predict disruptions and also optimize inventory management and inevitably creating a more resilient and efficient supply chain?
Yeah. Now, thanks you asked this question, because Sustainable Development Goals, SDG, there are 17 goals.
Right.
Okay. SDG 9 refers to this resilience of the manufacturing systems, of the infrastructure, and so on. Okay. So, in this sense, if we have the algorithms, if we have the systems by which we decide, okay, this could be the time required for particular object or particular product to be made, and this could be the time for particular transportation, this could be time to reaching to the assembly place, this will be the time for particular assembly, and so on. Once this is learned, system keeps learning, and once this keeps learning day by day, okay, then this is the time where we are the ones who decide that, okay, now this is the time that the customer ordered. Every time we can measure, we can predict to a very high accuracy that today is ordered and after 10 days the object will be ready and delivered to the customer. This is way the supply chain is going. Only thing what we require is make the systems learn more and more, but for that one we require credible data.
Right.
And that is being fetched and this is being utilized. But I believe that still we need more sophisticated systems for it.
Definitely, sir. Okay. So again, in the similar manner, so as we know, ensuring quality is paramount in manufacturing. So can you elaborate on how some AI-powered systems can enhance quality control measures, and what are some benefits that we can expect in terms of accuracy, and even to detect any defects in the products?
Okay. Now I'll give you a certain idea. But look at this. Industry 4.0, what it expects is the disruption,
Right.
or say the defect that may come in the future. Now future is not, I'm not talking about months or days, but I'm talking about next hours. Okay, I'll tell you certain things. When I was working earlier on real machines, when I after my bachelor's and all, we used to see that when we hear some sound, okay, some weird sound, then we decided, yeah, there could be a problem in the speed of the tool, okay, or there could be a problem in the fitting of the jigs, fixtures, objects. But then once we fix it, okay, now what AI does is that once you fix it, it predicts that if this is the speed, this is the feed, this is the fixing pressure, this would be the quality. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is that precision is getting more towards accuracy now. Okay, because
Right.
we always used to say, oh yeah, there could be precise solution, there could be precise machining, say quality, but now
More
we are
accurate,
moving towards
right.
accuracy.
Right.
What is expected. Okay,
Right.
now I'll give you one more example. The machining is going on, okay, and then if there is a chatter, okay, chatter means once suppose there is a drilling going on, and because of the speed change, because of the tool weakening, there could be a chatter, okay, and chatter is the problem where the surface finish get worsen, okay,
Right.
and then the further functionalities. So once the chatter starts, algorithm makes the machine to stop, okay, it gives the reasons, okay, these could be the reasons by which these chatters are happening, okay.
Okay.
Once now the AI engineer or the engineer on the field, he has to see and check, okay, yeah, this is the problem. What AI algorithm has given that these are 4 problems, and actual problems are really these 4, and then he accepts it that okay, these are the problems. He accepts it. He enters in the solution into the algorithm. So algorithm now learn that
Right.
whatever was the reason was right. So next time, if the similar situation comes, the algorithms gives it the similar solution. If the solution is wrong, algorithms that also learns, and it also learns a new solution. Now these kind of systems are referred to as expert systems. So these expert systems are not only in manufacturing, but they are into healthcare also, they are into transportation also. The next era of AI is all about expert systems, because systems will learn. Now you talk about manufacturing quality. There could be the ones which are for the working environment for the workers. So those expert systems will also be there. Suppose, for example, we are working with some mechanical engineering objects which are kind of say moving or say machining objects, but then the cameras would be there. They will detect whether we are using the workers are using safety goggles or not.
Right.
If not, then they will alert. Okay, so this way they are ensuring not only the quality of the product, but quality of the working environment as well. Yeah.
Great. So diving into a niche from what you just said about how it's important for defect detection as well. I think this was also one of your research areas for how we can deploy AI systems and such expert systems in jewelry making. Yes, so it's quite a niche topic, but it's a research topic that sir is quite
Okay. So see, jewelry making or say in jewelry,
Right.
okay, it is being used in 2 ways.
Okay.
One is that we call it as a metaverse.
Okay.
In that one, we don't have to really go to the jewelry shop, but we can see them how it will look on me, maybe ears or whatever. Okay, or maybe you can go there, but then you don't have to really touch every jewelry there. Okay, we can see it virtually, that how the rings will look and all this. Okay, so this is one way. Second is that the in jewelry making, it is the initiative by Microsoft, by the way. So the gems are given to the maker, okay, and then generally the gems are given. He, based on his experience and expertise, he makes the patterns, okay, because those generally the jewelry patterns are like gems are protruding outside, look harmonious shape, okay.
Right.
So once we give these shapes and colors to the software, okay, using just a camera, it comes up with, rather than the human aspects based on his experience, what he comes with the patterns, the AI software or the algorithm can come up with, or it comes up with hundreds of different patterns which are more harmonious than you think, okay, and then those ones can be given to the machine, and machine will start making the jewelry for you, okay. So the algorithm is there which comes up with designing aspect. It's not into manufacturing, but it's into design. Manufacturing is done by the machines,
Right.
or maybe by human, but then designs are given by the AI software or AI algorithm. Yeah.
Right. I find design is the first step for manufacturing.
Exactly,
right?
because anyway, manufacturing already AI is there.
Of course.
But then,
Yeah, it's there at every step of the process.
yeah. But then making designs, and the algorithm is so simple. Okay, it's not. It cannot be a property of only intellectual people.
Right.
Those even the students. Okay, the beginners. Okay, those who understand the algorithms, those who understand mathematics, can actually come up with such algorithms and come up with new designs, not only for jewelry, maybe something else also.
Definitely. So yes, that brings us to the end of this session. So we covered a lot of different different nuances of manufacturing and machining. In the next episode, in the next session, we'll be diving into some more aspects of how AI can be used to further better our lives. So thank you so much, sir, for this session. Thank you for your time today, and we'll see you in the next session. So stay tuned till then. Thank you.